Hi friends, good morning all students. Today our presentation involves antenna polarization. Generally polarization from our previous second year onwards, we are familiar about this antenna polarization. Polarization of particular antenna in given direction is defined by polarization of the wave transmitted by that antenna. So based upon the polarization activity, so this direction is stated that polarization is taken to be the polarization, the direction of that maximum gain. So the maximum gain, of particular antenna in practice. So polarization of radiated energy varies with the direction from the center of the particular antenna. So different polarizations takes place for different antenna patterns to yield their field of maximum radiation as well as to get the gain in particular direction. So polarization of an antenna is given direction defined as the polarization of the particular antenna transmitted towards by that antenna. So when the direction is not stated, the polarization is taken to be the polarization in the direction of maximum gain. In practice, the polarization of varies with the direction of another center of the antenna, so that different parts of the antenna may be different polarizations. So generally, this type of polarization, this type of polarization is the basic property of electromagnetical wave. Generally, this electromagnetical wave is time varying direction, the relative magnitude of the electrical field vector. Specifically, the figure traced as the function of the time by extreme of vector at a fixed location in the particular space. So this is the sense which is used to trace and observe along the direction of the propagation. So polarization is the curve traced at the end point of vector representing that electrical field lines instantaneously. So this is the type of the observation generally required by our observed along the direction of maximum radiation. So by this knowledge, I think everyone with this slide, you have familiar about the polarization. Now you have thought how many types of polarizations that exist. So polarization classified linear, circular, and elliptical. So first, that linear polarization wave. What is the linear polarized wave? If the vector that describes that electrical field at a point in the space as a function of time always directed along a particular line, linear line, that field contributed, that polarized phenomena is said to be as linear polarization. In general, however, the electrical field traces regularly in phenomena in ellipse. So that field is said to be elliptical polarized. Normally, linear and circular polarizations are comes under the single roof of elliptical polarization. They can be obtained when the elliptical ellipse becomes a straight line or circle respectively. So this type of elliptical మా అనుకోకు పడతావు. This type of elliptical polarization obtained when your regular criteria. So linear and circular polarizations are special case of elliptical. They can be obtained when the ellipse becomes straight line or a circle respectively. So generally, the electrical field is traced in a clockwise or anti-clockwise. So clockwise rotation of the electrical field vector is always be represented by its meaningful information. So in general, polarization characteristics of the particular antenna represented by its pattern. That pattern contributes spatial distribution of the polarization of a field vector excited by the particular antenna taken over its radiation of the particular sphere. That spatial distribution of the polarization of field vector excited by the particular antenna taken over a radiation sphere, that when describing the polarizations over the radiation sphere or portion of it reference lines that specified over that sphere in order to measure the tilt angle of the polarization ellipse and the direction of polarization for linear polarizations. So that an obvious choice throughout this means a family of the line that 0 or 5 coordinate along the associated with the spherical coordinate of the particular radiation of the sphere. So in general, the polarization characteristics of the particular antenna, it be represented by polarization pattern whose the direction or spatial distribution of the polarization of field that excited by the particular antenna taken over the radiation sphere. So when this describing that polarization over the radiation sphere, that specified path that in order to measure the tilt angle of the polarization ellipse and direction of the polarization in obvious it is an obvious parameter that should be noted here. So when describes the polarization so when describe the polarization over the radiation sphere or a portion of it reference lines that specified over the sphere in order to measure the tilt angle. So the polarization ellipse and the direction of the polarization, so it should be so an obvious choice through by no means that only family theta or phi coordinate lines. So along with the spherical coordinate system of the radiation sphere. So in general, that polarization characteristics of an antenna that can be represented by polarization pattern, who's defined as a spatial distribution of the polarization, the particular field vectors that are excited by the antenna taken over its radiation sphere. So it is obvious choice through that by means no one be in the theta or the direction where that end point of polarization that should be satisfied. So to accomplish this, to accomplish this. Sphere copolarization are represent to accomplish this copolarization must be specified at each point on the radiation sphere. So the copolarization the antenna is intended to radiate, while the cross polarizations are also be regarding of this. To accomplish this, copolarization must be specified at each point on the radiation sphere. So this copolarization represents the polarization of the antenna intended to radiate, while the cross polarizations to accomplish must be specified at each point on the radiation sphere. Mm, Copolarization represent an antenna intended to radiate, while represent an antenna intended to radiate, while cross polarization represents the polarization of orthogonality, specified polarization, which is usually the copolarization. So for certain linear polarized antennas, it commonly practice to define the copolarization in the following manner. To accomplish this copolarization, the at each point copolarization represents the polarization of the antenna that intended by radial, while cross polarization represents the polarization of a particular orthogonal to specified the polarization. So for certainty of linear polarized antennas, the common practice to define the copolarization that should be specifically orient that copolarization electrical field vector so that at a pole of the radiation sphere. So when all the other directions of interest requires that angle, that coplanar electrical field vector that makes with each great circle of line through the pole remaining over the circle. The angle being that should be accomplished at the pole. So for certain linear polarized antennas, it is the common practice. It is common practice. It is common practice to define the copolarization in the following manner. So to specify the orientations, the coplanar or electrical field vector at a pole of the particular radiation sphere. So all other directions of the interest that require that the angle of the coplanar electrical field vector makes each great circle line through the pole remain constant over the circle and the angle being that at the pole. So for certainty of this linear polarized antennas, it is common practice to define for certain linear polarized antennas, it is common practice to define the copolarization the following manner. For specifically the orientation of the coplanar and electrical field vector, so the pole of the particular radiation sphere, then all other directions of the interest requires that angle the coplanar electrical field vector makes with each great circle line through the pole constant or the particular circle. So in practice, this axis of the antenna, the main beam should be directed along that polar axis of the radiation sphere. The antenna is appropriately oriented by this axis to align that direction of its polarization with that of defined problem. So that require that an angle, that coplanar electrical field vector. So that makes with each great circle. So that line through that pole remain constant over the circle at an angle being that at a pole. So in practice, the axis of that antenna beam should be directed along the polar axis of the radiation sphere. The antenna is then appropriately the antenna in practice the all the other the axis of the antenna main beam should be directed along the line. So this means the manner of defining copolarization can be extended to case of polarized elliptical polarization by defining the constant angles using the major axis of the polarization ellipse. So for certainty of this linear polarized antennas, it becomes a very huge defining the copolarizations. So in practice, the axis of the antenna main beam should be directed along the polar axis of the radiation sphere. The antenna is then appropriately oriented about the axis to align the direction of its polarization with that of the defined copolarization at the particular. So this manner defining the copolarization can be extended to that case, that elliptical polarization by defining the constant angles. So using the major axis of the polarization ellipse rather than coplanar electrical field vector. So the sense of this polarization must also be specified. So up to now you are familiar about So antenna field zones are very important. So the first the fields the field around the antenna divided by into the principal regions. So one near the antenna called so near fields. So the near field or principal zones that one are a larger distance called far field. The fields around the antenna may be divided into two principal regions. One are near the antenna called near field or principal zones. So that a larger distance called the far field or Fraunhofer zones. The boundary between the two may be arbitrarily taken to be an radius r equal to 2l square by lambda. So where L is the maximum dimensions of the antenna, that should be remembered. So this is a very important picture, that is the boundary sphere or a boundary region. So where boundary region or boundary sphere that are equal to 2l square by lambda. So that near field region. So this is, for example, if this antenna is located at the center of the sphere. So these antenna regions are located from r equal to 2l square by lambda. So near field or Fraunhofer region, that equal to far field or Fraunhofer region. So boundary sphere of the particular antenna region can be illustrated to that end of the sphere. So boundary sphere of the particular antenna is located at the center of the sphere. So this is the region. This is the antenna region where that regions are located at a particular spherical coordinating system. So for r equal to 2d square by lambda or 2l square by lambda, the field is nomenclature as a near field or principal region. Similarly, the beyond this extent, that field is called far field or Fraunhofer field. That boundary is represented by like this. So this is a very important empirical relation, that is the Friis relation. So that the PR by PT equal to AE or AET by R square. PR is the received power and PT is the transmitted power. AET is the effective aperture of transmitting antenna, and AE are the effective aperture for that receiving antenna, and R is the distance between that antennas, and the lambda is the particular wavelength of the antenna. So tomorrow, next lecture, we will discuss it on some problems beyond this one. Thank you, student. Thank you for watching my videos.